What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty, aka Doughtinator. That thumbnail was a little bit clickbaity, wasn't it? Well, maybe not. I'm a positive person. I like to try and get the positives out of things, but it's difficult to feel positive when you get stuck in a rut sometimes. But let's try and draw the positives. The first thing we're going to go through is how to get fast. So on screen right now is exactly how I go through every week and try and improve my qualifying time. So I watched the fastest ghost, or not the fastest, someone that I know the driving style. For example, here we've got Zavizic, super fast driver. I know he loves these Group 2 cars, so I'll get his replay, I'll play it through, and what I'll be looking for is his braking points, his turning points, which gear he carries through the corners, and his exit and apex speeds. And I'll run through his lap. I'll watch it as I am right now in the view that I'll try and drive from, and I basically look to see how he's flowing through the track. His exact lines aren't that important, and we'll get to that in a second, but the thing that I'm looking for is what could be his braking references, what is his gear that he's carrying through the corners, and trying to keep an eye on the apex speeds and the split times. Then when I'm happy with that, you can sometimes watch it a little bit more, a couple of laps maybe. I'll go back to the leaderboard again and load his ghost. I have a video about ghosts on my channel, so check that one out. It gives you the exact details how to offset the ghost and how to make the most of it. And then I'll literally just go and try and replicate what the ghost I've just watched has been doing. So this is my first lap out. In fact, it's messy. It's pretty awful actually. I've not done Dragon Trail Seaside since I very first got my wheel actually. So we're going to go into the braking zone now and get on the brakes now. Just a little bit too. Oh, that was actually good, but I missed the apex wide here. But the thing to do is maybe just to start running laps while you're learning the track. Just run the laps. So we kick off with a 127.4, which is not ideal. I've done a 126.9 on the medium tyres. This time we have soft tyres available, and yeah, we're just going to keep running laps, chipping away at those sector times, and we're going to improve to a 126.8. Now I'm going to run through my best laps so far. Now this is only after 10 minutes. I basically switched on the game. I've got a race in 10 minutes, basic college streaming, want to get in for that Mad Monday action. And after 10 minutes, this is the best we come up with. So we're on the brakes here. As you can see, what I said about lines before, don't worry about watching the lines. When you're using the ghost, you can follow the ghost so accurately on the lines. It's gear selection, braking point, apex speeds that are all the things that you want to do here. So as you can see now, we turned in a bit too early there, got on the power a bit too early, lost a bit of time, but it's my best first sector by a considerable margin. Here is just a little lift. The car feels very positive on these soft tyres, so it's very difficult to you've got to be accurate, and you've got to be aggressive but accurate, and I'm still not really feeling the car at the moment. So on the brakes here, again making the corner, we just missed the apex there. Death chicane is flat out in qualifying. On these soft tyres, it's not so much of a problem for grip. It's just accuracy, and sometimes you get a bit of a bump on the curb, which we get lucky through there, which is good for us. So in the middle section we are down, so we've got a lot of time left on the table there. This final corner is probably the most difficult corner on the track. If you can just clip the apex, you do get a bit of rotation. So now we're going to go into the start finish line. We're going to set our best lap so far. It's going to give us a 126.2, which is okay. It's good enough to go racing with. It's going to get me about mid-grid, so we're going to go into some racing now. So here we go, first race of the evening. I'm going to do 2 races this evening. I think everyone else has been on for quite a while smashing out those races, but we're late to the party. Lack of time, it doesn't really help, but we're going to put ourselves 9th in this. Well, it's a superbly competitive lobby with a few old account PR1 fire from the back there. Basic Ollie 2 positions ahead of us in 7th position. Key 25 in 10th position on his old account with just an average qualifying time, just to get some YouTube action, I'm sure. King Ears is in the pack as well. We saw Got Max Power in there. some absolute. We saw Lawrence 321 at the head of the field as well, so he looks like he's got a good qualifying time in now. We're going to start this race now. Dragon Trail Seaside is it's a difficult track, but it's Group 2. Group 2 is one of the cars that I think I like to specialise in. Group 1 is where I'm strongest. For this race, medium tyres and soft tyres available. Both are required, and tyre wear is quite high, so we're going to get on the brakes. Respect PR1 Benson ahead, but if you look on the radar, Key 25 has got very close to us already, and we're not going to yellow flags for a car ahead. We're not going to defend this move. Key 25 is going to go to the inside. We're going to hang it out wide still, give him space on the apex, but he's going to run us a little bit wide there, but we are okay. King Ears is now behind us, and we're on the medium tyre to start with, so the tyre's probably not up to temperature. This is my first time driving the car with race fuel and medium tyres, so the car drives completely different to how we've been qualifying, and this is a feature of race C, is that the qualifying time, no matter how much time you put into qualifying, you do need to practice race conditions, as we are a bit late on the brakes there. And it's like King Ears has been block passed behind us, and we're going to come to Death Chicane for the first time in race conditions. Heavy fuel, medium tyres, and what's going to happen? Clip the inside, death at Death Chicane. Unbelievable stuff. Not what you want to be doing. Now I'm trying to find the handbrake here to get the car rotated. Almost get it done. About to get disqualified, and well, you know, the start of the video, the thumbnail. This is how I'm feeling. And I'm just not playing as much recently, been a bit ill, all that kind of stuff, and when you don't play as much, when you don't have the familiarity, you start underachieving, and then underachieving, you just get frustrated by it, and it's a bit of a slippery slope. But in this video, I like to be positive. Let's just move on. Let's put that behind us. In this race, actually, Basic Ollie also had a shocker towards the end of the race. He actually ended up quitting out. He didn't even finish the race. So it happens to everybody. Everybody can get bummed out. But just bear in mind that when you're feeling down, when you're not got the pace, other people also have their issues as well. And when you are on form, other people are having issues as well. So it's all a balancing act. Skipping forwards to the end of the race now, I made an early pit stop onto the soft tyres to try and get some undercuts, but nothing really happened. My tyres are completely shot. It was just one of the worst races of my life, and we're going to finish in 17th position of the 18 drivers still running. So yeah, not good, but you know what, I'm a glutton for punishment. I said I was going to do 2 races tonight, so we're going to go again. Here we go again, race 2 of the night, and we're going to have a better qualifying position. There we are in the Race Asylum Group 2 Nissan GTR in 4th position there. Slightly less stacked field, but still a whole bunch of A+ drivers to go racing with. P Walker GTR behind us. Looks like Burrs ahead. Lawrence 321 on the pole, and an unknown username in second place. Could be an alternate account. It is a rogue A driver rated account who had incredible pace, so maybe that is someone's sleeper account for their alternate account. So we're going to go off the start. Same strategy again, start on the mediums. I'm going to go a lot further in this race on these medium tyres, because pitting on lap 3 in the last race was far too early. Going to get them tyres warmed up, and we're going to get onto the brakes into the first chicane now. Now it looks like Burrs has picked the older spec Nissan GTR. It's going to get a bit of Tokyo drift on the exit of the corner there, and it's going to give us a bit of a run, and Burrs is actually going to back off and let us through there. So fantastic driving from Burrs. Good to see him having some great race awareness, but we're actually going to start to lose track of the two leaders ahead there, and we're already well out of slipstream distance. But in my head right now, all I'm thinking about is just get through Death Chicane, don't nail it, don't nail it, don't nail it. And it looks like Burrs is actually going to try and put a move back past on us. We're going to go defensive into this braking zone, because I want to have a clear run at Death Chicane. I don't want to be obscured by other drivers, and I want to be seeing exactly where I'm going. So here we are, the fingers are crossed. We're going to go through Death Chicane. I can't remember if I was flat or not. Let's see what happens. Look at the throttle trace. We just give a little feather off the throttle, but we get through there absolutely perfectly on lap 1. Are we back in gear to go and get a podium in this daily race C? On the brakes into the final corner, a little bit late there. Again, we're not quite adjusting to race pace with this full fuel load and with this medium tyres. Skipping forward now, lap number 3. The Austrian driver behind, I think, is on the soft tyres. He's gained a lot of time on me. I'm not going to make this pass difficult for him. Give him a bit of space on the apex. We've run a bit too wide and start to get around the dirt on the outside of the corner there. Not ideal driving from me. It's just when you're doing things like that, you know things aren't just going your way. You're just not letting the car flow. You're having to just clip the wall as well there. Just things, you have to force things. Things just don't happen naturally. Difficult times. So we're going to get onto brakes into the final corner. And yeah, for sure that Austrian driver is on soft tyres. So we're going to try and look to maintain that gap down the straight to start lap number 4. We have P Walker GTR, who is closing in on us now. We did start to gap him at the start of the race. Now I'm not sure if that is due to tyres. We're going to get on the brakes into the chicane here. There is a trick line on the inside of that first corner where you can just get hooked around. We're going to climb all over the outside curve there. So P Walker GTR is right on our back door into this braking zone, and on the brakes we get a little nudge from behind and it just forces us wide. And oh man, come on, I'm finding it difficult as it is to just get around the track myself. I don't need extra assistance to just give me overspeed in the braking zone. So just things don't fall into place. But we're still in 5th position. We can still get a result out of this, as it looks like P Walker GTR went over the top of that curb on the exit. So maybe he's riding the ragged edge. And we're going to get onto the brakes now, literally clipping the apex nicely. P Walker GTR with a bit of disco dancing there, and this is the start of the demise of this race. Skipping forwards now, end of lap number 5. Pit stop window might start to open for a lot of drivers now, so strange stuff ahead. So cars are stopped on the track, leaves us clear in the lead, but I know things aren't really as they should be right now. So everyone just appears back on the track. No idea what's going on with the timing screen. Cars flying all over the place, and it's just not what you need. I've got yellow bar maybe. I mean, that should be okay. I mean, I'm often green. I'm green now, for example. I'm a huge margin off of the leader by looking at the the delta to the leader. Someone ahead of me is in 19th position, but I know they're not a lap down. Yeah, this is just not going well, is it? Hopefully things are going to recover as cars going backwards and forwards down the track, and someone's getting a bit of Tokyo drift into the braking zone, fires it into and we're clear, we're in the lead. This is exactly what we need to happen. This is going to be a great confidence booster for us going forward to the next race. We're going to go into Death Chicane now. We're going to get through there. Oh, absolutely perfect through there. It looks like we are on form again, and yeah, it's looking good now, guys. No, it's not looking good, is it? Yeah. I just don't know what to say. When things go well, things go well, but when things go bad, they just go so bad. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. If you like the video, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed already. Appreciate every subscription and any comment. It's always good to see you all getting involved. I'm not sure when the next video will be, and we'll catch you in the next one.